Maleficent is obviously the new Disney film with Angelina Jolie. We're lucky enough to have worked on one or two Disney films, quite most recently Frankenweenie, and we've got a really good relationship with the studio. So there's well-established relationships there, and in those relationships we've delivered high-quality product on other features.
Maleficent was filming in the UK at Pinewood Studios, and I had the opportunity to go up on set and build a relationship with Robert Stromberg, the director, and Kerry Villegas, the VFX supervisor. And then also I was able to take some still frames or very short clips of Angelina, showing Robert different shots and different references of how scenes could look, I think was really worthwhile.
Maleficent is essentially a very beautiful film in 2D alone, but by adding the 3D element to it, we've really kind of lifted it up and just given that extra sort of level of beauty to the film, and it really kind of immerses the audience in this fantasy world. Lane Friedman, the show supervisor from Disney, he had a very specific idea in his head of exactly where he wanted each and every aspect of the shot. That made things very easy for us because we were able to very quickly turn over shots to him and really, give him an idea of, is this what you had in your head?
He wanted to keep the integrity of the plate very, very accurate, so this meant that paintwork has to be reconstructed to a very sort of, we always match the plate very, very closely, but we were talking sort of more pixel accuracy in areas on this. Well, the advantage is the conversion. With a big visual effects film, nearly every shot was a visual effects shot in this film. But essentially, visual effects films, they definitely lean to being converted, because so much of it is made up in layers, and then once we get delivered the elements and the layers broken out again, that's a lot simpler for us to put through the process. So it's kind of, conversion definitely fits with big visual effects films, and this is one of those.
The biggest challenge we faced on Maleficent was a scene of Angelina casting a spell over the fairy's cottage. And essentially that was, it was really nice because the spell just creates this huge sort of rainstorm inside their house. So we then created our own CG, digital rain, to sort of layer up and really sort of feel that torrent of rain just coming down. So it created a really nice sense of depth inside the room, and it's a result we're really happy with.
Through Gravity, we are indeed the use of head geo, and then slowly put it into production on World War Z. So come the end of World War Z and the end of Gravity, we'd fully sort of tested using head geo, how we were going to do it, how we were going to roll out the tools. When we got to Maleficent, we were set up in that workflow very efficiently. I always felt that the horns were going to look really good in stereo if they were modelled and rendered like that. The advantages are twofold really. Internally, we were able to get consistency across all the shots of Angelina. It's actually a quicker way for us to do it than just hand sculpting the heads and the horns. And then secondly, it gives sort of the way her heads move and the horns move is accurate, it's exact. So there's a big advantage in using head geo, and I think making sure she looks good. It's not just about the horns; it's about her face. It's about the way she moves, all the relationships in her face.
The most iconic moment, of course, is when the prince kiss, Aurora. That's the most iconic because everyone grew up with that story.
We were able to add sort of extra environmental lighting and get some really nice light beams coming down. So it's really nice to feel that, but also just the depth cues of that shot. So sort of you've got the front of the bed to Aurora, to the prince, and then to this lovely sort of vibrant background with these lovely sort of light beams sort of coming through. It really creates a nice stereo image. So that was kind of nice to bring back all those sort of childhood memories, and hopefully by having creative input on this new version of the scene, we're able to kind of make those childhood memories for people in the future.